Emily.
And I'm Eric.
Welcome back to the You Should Thank Me podcast. Podcast about a married couple in our 40s living in Ontario with our dogs Duke and Lily. Some fun things I think to talk about this week.
This week we're talking about internet's most honest online ratings and reviews.
Dun.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about how our weeks were?
Yeah, sure. You go first.
Why the hesitation?
Because I thought I had an idea of what I did.
Oh.
And then I can't remember.
Okay.
Now I do. I missed baseball. That was my week.
That is true. You got the days mixed up.
I did, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess... you did obviously get the days mixed up, but also they switched the day. So that's why you got the day mixed up. So.
Yeah. I hope I'm still on the team.
No, you're booted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the wait list now.
It's not the only wait list I'm on, I guess. But I'm done. Anyways.
Yeah, that's it. That's all your week entailed.
You had a more exciting week, so okay, I see where you're going with that. Your friend came down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of did the week because not like we live in like squalor, but we like clean, do an extra deep clean.
True, yeah.
Like have to wash all the sheets and clean.
Make sure the outside. You have to make sure the outside's like in top shape.
Well, we both do stuff, but
yeah.
And then we get extra like little treats and stuff, like all dressed chips.
Yeah.
I like how I get salt and vinegar chips here, but your friends get the chip flavors they want.
Yep.
That's a great deal.
Well, you also liked the chip flavor because a long time ago, my friend that was coming to visit, I asked her, for this purpose, I asked her what her favorite chip flavors were. Mm-hmm. And so she had given 3 in the chat, in a response to me. And so I just picked the 1, 2 that I knew you would like.
Oh. Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay.
So I'm still considering you, even though you might not think it.
What was it? What do you remember? Other chip flavors?
Yeah, so it was all dressed ketchup and Doritos, just like regular Doritos.
Oh, really? Like the cheesy Doritos. Okay. Doritos, yeah. So all those are good picks.
You do like all of those, but I feel like all dressed though kind of is your most common pick out of all of those 3.
Okay.
Like your favorite.
What are your your 3 least favorite chip flavors?
I don't really like barbecue.
I think barbecue sort of sucks.
I hate sour cream and onion.
Okay,
which is a very popular chip flavor.
I honestly thought your friend was going to pick that one.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Sour cream and onion is kind of like, it's okay for like a couple of handfuls, and then you get sour cream and onion bread.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, but I feel like it's like a really popular flavor.
And then one more. Oh, by the way, I agree with all yours so far.
I'm trying to think of chip flavors on the shelf.
I don't like hickory sticks. But when I was younger, I loved those things.
That did come to my mind for a second, but I like them.
Yeah, because it would be like a bacon and hickory flavor chips. It would be hickory. Because if I got because there's small bags of hickory sticks. Yeah. Anyways, I've ruined this week by bringing up chip flavors. But yeah, that was about it. Your friend came down. You might want to expand on that more than I will. But.
Yeah, no, it was great. She came down on Saturday, early afternoon, and time always flies when we're hanging out together because we just, yak it up and cackle and have a really good time. So yeah, she was basically just here for a day and a bit and had some drinks, went to a 40th birthday house party, and then went to a local bar afterwards to join you and some of your friends for karaoke night.
Yeah, did some karaoke. Used to love doing karaoke, and it's kind of like you use it or you lose it. I feel like I suck at it, but I have a good time either way. It's funny because I could talk about karaoke theory for a while, but I in my head I want to be just competent. I don't want to be a karaoke star, but I also don't want to be the worst guy in the room. Mm-hmm. And I think we all can agree that no one wants to follow the best person.
Totally.
So, but we have a mutual friend who just smashes it out of the park. He had a great time with him, and I had a good time too.
He's a great entertainer, and he's really funny. So it just always, whether there's karaoke or not, it always it's a fun night because he's just entertainment.
It was a good time. He did like one song, a Smith song, in like the Morrissey voice, which is like that "I am the sun," like that voice. So it was really fun. He had a good time. And
Yeah, and I feel like Enrique Iglesias is always one of like his go-to.
yeah.
But no,
We all have go-tos.
Well, I don't sing. I've never sung karaoke.
Well,
I don't think I will.
you
Never
also
say never, but
don't like cherry flavored stuff. I got some cherry flavored Pepsi, so if you have one can of that, maybe we should all go do karaoke that night.
no. Maybe if I like
And then watch a horror movie.
yeah, and then have like actual cherries.
Yeah.
It's like my night of torture.
The night of torture.
Yeah. No, I might do karaoke if I took like a couple singing lessons or something. Not because like I want to be a karaoke star or like the best in the room. I just feel like my singing's like really, really, really bad and it's like embarrassing. So
Yeah, same here.
drunk or sober.
That is literally me, and I've accepted that. And I still
No,
do it.
you have a good voice. You can sing well. Like you're not, you know,
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
superstar,
but
like,
I
you
go,
are good.
But
People aren't embarrassed, like, you know, the secondhand embarrassment or like awkward or something. Like you are good, and you're an entertainer too. So
yeah,
it's
well,
a performance.
yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. But like, I'm not. I don't think like. Thank you, but you know, I know I've been around enough musicians in my life. I know where I am on the pecking order, and it doesn't stop me. But it is one of those things where I certainly used to like it more when I was growing up, and I'm kind of over it because you know, it takes a lot out of me too. I'm just like so tired by the end of the night.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do push-ups and stuff. I was thinking of something too when we were just talking about that.
Like karaoke in general.
Yeah, I forgot. Anyway, I thought I had something to talk about there, but now I can't remember. Oh, yeah, quickly.
Yeah.
We found out with your friend that her father is a Friday the 13th guy,
Yeah.
which is...
You were very excited.
I know.
That was probably your highlight of the week.
It was, because I'll be honest with you, Friday the 13th is a lucky day. There's so many... A lot of good dates, but a lot of my family was born on Friday the 13th, and we have special dates. So when I meet another Friday the 13th person,
Yeah.
that's
Well, not that you met him, but
I know. Well,
learned
now I
of.
want to meet him
True,
more.
that
I've always
is true.
wanted to meet him, but now I
That's
want
true.
to.
Yeah.
Because like you know, I don't think this is going over the thing, but like he'll stay with your friend like overnight in the city. I think we should, because he's a Friday 13th, probably he's allowed to stay over here.
Oh.
We can hang out, him and I.
I wonder. Well, I think this year the only Friday the 13th was like in June.
It was, yeah.
The whole 2025. So I guess it's like 2026 mission.
Yeah, which is an important date. Last month, I won't go into detail because I don't want to dox anybody, but it was, someone's birthday, near and dear to me. Happy birthday, secret person. But yeah, so that was cool. I like that. And I just think, and it's funny because she was like, no, I'm not into Friday 13th at all. I'm like,
yeah, she doesn't like the number 13.
I love it. I use it for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we did get married on the 13th, and I'm very like, I don't think I would classify myself as superstitious, but
A little stitches?
a little bit, yeah. Just not super duper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have any qualms with like the 13th.
You do have qualm. We've talked about this like in earlier episodes.
Yeah,
about
like
numbers and stuff. So
yeah,
I
don't hate it. I don't love it. It's like in the middle. It's like it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, but like there's definitely people who would not get married on the 13th of any month,
Right.
especially if it was like a Friday. Not that we got married. I think on a Tuesday.
Tuesday,
during
yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was pretty much the week. Was anticipating and hosting.
Hosting.
Oh, yeah. So today, like, that was the fun part. Here comes the boring stuff. Like, I got a new drill, so I had to fix the front step, which was exciting. I was so my father-in-law, your dad, gave me a drill years ago, and it's been doing the job for like 6 years. The drill's like a pretty old drill, but I was so happy because hey, it's a free drill.
Yeah. It was still like decent.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, my dad keeps everything in like tip top shape.
And it's funny, my dad's never given me a drill, even though I'm sure he has like multiple drills, but he's given me so much bits and like screwdrivers and stuff. So it's like, I was happy to get this drill because I had all the other parts for it, but now I got a new one, and I put together. Our front stoop was really falling apart, so I got that fixed, and then I fixed the gutter. So that's exciting.
Yeah. That's fun though. You kind of like just like walk around the house like
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
seeing what else needs to be.
I feel
affixed.
slightly competent as a repair person. Like I'm not gonna like toot my own horn. I just if I do it, I'm happy, and I just hope it's good enough that I never have to do it again.
Yeah. Well, this might sound stupid, but like I find that also because like our house is so old that it's also like even putting up like paintings on the wall and stuff is like a pain in the butt because like it's like literally like cement or whatever it is. Like it's a very like
old
crotchety house.
Yeah. Had a lot of rain, and the basement it didn't get flooded, but like it kind of gets a little bit wet down there too. So it's an old basement. It kind of sucks. So I'm gonna have to look into that. But besides that, that's about the most exciting stuff.
That's fun. Well, hopefully you'll remember baseball this week.
I will.
And I have volleyball this week again too, which last week was good. So hopefully we kind of continue on that same train.
I'm excited too. I have a friend coming from South Korea to visit soon. Can't wait to see that guy. But I hope that we get to see him and his wife, because the wife is funny too. But like I don't think we're gonna miss her. Which it always gets busy in the summer, right? And it's just like you have these little pockets to hang out with people, and then boom, like they're gone. And I remember the last time we hung out with them and their kids.
Was that pre-pandemic?
No, that was after the pandemic. It was like 2 years ago. And it was funny because the kid kept doing that Mortal Kombat thing, like, I have your soul. It was just like this 8-year-old girl keeps saying that to you.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. And then there's two girls, and one of them punched one of the other, and it was they're all upset, like the parents.
They start bawling.
And it was fun. Everyone was upset, and like all I could think of inside, I'm just cracking up. I was like, "This is the best visit ever."
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Well, I was like quiet. I was like, "Oh, that sucks." And then when I got in the car, I laughed. Like, that was the best.
I feel like you messaged them too, and you're like, "That was hilarious." But they probably deal with it like every other day.
I messaged him because I know him and I are in the same way. Like that's what we all have to be, for the kids. They gotta be. Hey, you can't do that.
I'm stoic.
Can't do that. You shouldn't hit each other. But in my head, I was like, yes, punch her.
Oh man, too funny.
But I'm excited for that.
It's not for a while.
Yeah, it is on. So okay, I guess we should get into what we're yapping about, the intro. So I'm not going to go too much in depth on this, but I do want to give a little bit of context. Emily and I have a tendency of people watching. We have a tendency of doing things like that, like reading stuff and kind of like going through it. Like especially in the podcast, you like a lot of podcasts where people will do like, "Am I the asshole?" I think we did it in one of the earlier episodes.
Yeah, we read one story or two stories.
Certainly fun. One of my favorite things to do is read reviews on stuff. I think both of us do this. I think you do it way more seriously than I do. And like, don't get me wrong. Like, you read reviews on stuff and find so many good, like, hotels and stuff. I look for the funny stuff.
Yeah.
And randomly, we're at the bar, and this one bar nearby doesn't give the best service, but certainly not the worst, but, like, bottom 3 service. And you're just like, I wonder how the reviews are. And like, I love the place. I do love it. Like, I think
a good vibe.
Yeah.
It's just the service is slow.
And it wasn't even bad yesterday. Like, I don't want to, like, I'm not going to say the name, but like, they were doing pretty good yesterday. But I started looking at the reviews, and I found one person, and all the reviews were amazing. And you could tell, like, this person, I think English was their second language, and I guess that might sound sassy, but like just the way that like some sentences were structured were so amazing, because they're just like really, if you were like trying to put a point on something like 10 minutes, you'd do like an exclamation mark. Well, they would just say 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. And I was like, I love the way this person writes. I got to read more. So we got this idea where we'd find some reviews and we'd read some off.
Yeah, so we've both gone and done our independent research. So we've separately found like different mainly bad reviews. I think you said earlier. You
Mine are
don't,
all bad.
Yeah, you don't really have any like funny reviews, but
Well,
not funny.
they are
Sorry,
funny.
like no 5 stars.
Yeah.
They're all like probably 1 or 2 stars. So yeah, I feel like we can obviously read them because they're like.
Well, I'm going to change names. I'm not going to really mention the place either.
Yeah. But then we'll like talk about them and we'll just see like how far we get. Maybe we can like tag team it, like you read one, I read one, or whatever. But
all right. Well,
you start.
Let me start one. I got
You're
one.
raring to go.
Yeah. Fake name. We'll call this guy Joey Lonely. That's what we'll call him. All right. Girls working here care more about their ego than serve you food. Never go alone if you're above average looks. Actually, reading that back, so that's it.
Oh, okay.
That second
Never
sentence.
go if you're above average.
Yeah,
looks.
never go alone if you're above average in looks. This is a guy, by the way. I think he meant below average because when I say this, I actually didn't see that. I thought he was just like, if you go, make sure you're above average in looks, but he doesn't write it.
Are you serious? Is he trying to say like if you're ugly, don't go alone? Or the
I
opposite?
think he's trying to say if you're ugly, you're not going to get served.
Oh, okay.
He wrote it completely wrong.
Okay.
But what's amazing about this review is that the bar responded.
Oh man.
Hi. Well, this person's called Owner.
Yeah.
We'll call him Jimmy Redbeard.
Just say owner.
We appreciate all reviews, but can't deny this is a little strange. Is it about poor service or your good looks or your loneliness? Either way, we will try harder. Cheers. Edit.
Like edit to the original review?
Yeah.
Okay.
Edit from Jimmy
Yeah.
Redbeard here. Edit. Or maybe you are the guy that got tossed for harassing the staff. Not welcome back.
Wow. When there's like an actual like conversation that's going on reviews, it's always like, not that I see a lot of those, to be honest. I mean, sometimes the owner does respond, which has happened to me a couple times. I was actually going back and looking at the reviews that I've done on places, which there's only been 5. I've only done 5 ever. And I think like 2 or 3 of them, the owner, quote unquote, or the business has like responded, but.
Do you remember how many views that your reviews got? Okay, because like I was like a little excited for my number, but.
Like the contributions?
Oh, I see you have it up here.
Yeah.
We can look at it another way sometime. You can sometimes get like how many people have viewed it.
Yeah. I have had that, I think, on like
yeah,
a couple things, but
yeah, it's not that important. Did you want to kick off your? Okay.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think if you went to
What?
peel back behind a curtain where she's using her laptop right now at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to find that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So let's just do what review you wanted to do.
Yeah. Well, and I
actually remember a couple of these reviews. And,
of mine.
Yeah, and I will say, we kind of had a quick discussion about this before you kick yours off.
Yeah.
I will say neither of us really do a lot of reviews.
How many do you have, by the way?
I think
That's why I counted mine.
14.
Oh, okay.
And I've been doing it for 9 years.
Okay.
I will say, like, one thing I notice about reviews are couples are just groups of people who will like review bomb someone. It's always negative. You'll never see like 2 people positively do separate reviews. I don't know how I feel about that, because I think if someone ticked me off enough, I would be like, hey, you review them too negatively. But I don't think like you really have to.
But like, what would have to happen where you would want both of us to review it? I feel like it would have to be like a very extreme situation.
Yeah, and so I'm just trying to give cadence a little bit to that, like a little bit of forgiveness. But like when I see that, I'm like, how petty are you?
Yeah.
You could have just called and like just like or done something. And 9 times out of 10 when these well, I won't say that. Like 7 times out of 10 when these negative reviews go, like if the person just like said, hey, this is what's happening, can we do something about it? It would have been fixed.
Like, you mean talk to them in real time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but like, there's never an accountability to it where it's just like, well, dude, like, what does Judge Judy always say? You eat the whole steak, you got to pay for the steak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
I mean, you don't technically though. We don't know if they did. If they like just
Sure.
because they don't mention it doesn't mean that they didn't do that.
Well,
Right? I don't know.
I saw a fair bit, and you're right, that does happen. But like, I saw a fair bit where they were just like, they have to, they say like, oh, I didn't say anything,
Oh,
or
okay. Yeah.
or,
Well, when it gives that
yeah.
like context, but yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I think that there's not only like talking to somebody like the server or like the owner or whatever in real time, but also yeah, having like offline conversations like
Right.
just makes more sense. And this is a little bit of a tangent, but it's just kind of like performance reviews. We were talking about this recently, how I was like randomly going back and looking at some performance reviews that I had had from literally over a decade ago, and like just some of the things that were included on that are offline conversations. Like they don't need to be in a permanent record. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like people are dumb essentially.
It sucks because like I do want to like pull a little bit of string on that tangent because I have looked at old
You can go
performance
for it,
reviews. Well, I wouldn't say too much, but I've looked at old performance reviews when I used to work in retail, and they still infuriate me.
Yeah.
Just because like a part of me is just like, man, I did my best, and like because you don't meet like a certain amount of money every year as a retailer doesn't mean that's the people that are working for you as well.
Yeah. Well, also probably where you worked, which is very common, is like a lot of places where I work too, not even like definitely not in retail, but they had a certain allocated budget aside for raises.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
not everyone can be part of that bucket.
A lot of people, and even my current job has stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's totally
Which I'm
right.
not saying that like
But
that's the
that
reason,
but like I 100% agree that people will just be like, well,
You didn't get this.
you don't deserve it this
yeah,
year.
yeah, exactly.
But they'll make the reason, but like it's just because they can't afford it.
Exactly, yeah. Bullshit. Okay, so I have like mine are pretty quick. They're not
Okay.
long-winded at all.
Same
but
here.
this is a place. I can cut this out, but it's a place in Toronto. So the Google review, and most of mine have like a business reaction, which once again which is fun. But this Google review is for a vegan restaurant. But the review is, I wish they would add some meat options for those of us.
That's a great start.
I know. Okay, I'm going to continue. I wish they would add some meat options for those of us that come with family or friends but aren't vegan ourselves. And so the reaction from like the restaurant or the owner is, wishing a vegan place would add meat options to their menu is like wishing a church would burn Bibles every once in a while.
Wow.
That's never going to happen, my friend.
That's a little
harsh.
Yeah, a little bit too much there. Like I liked it. I'm glad that they did say that. But
Like respond to it?
Yeah, but like I would have like pushed that simile, I guess, a little bit more.
Yeah, or like the comparison. Or whatever.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you want me to read? Why don't I read another one too, or you want to go?
I got two really really short ones.
Okay.
And I'm only comboing them because they're from the same place.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
This place is in a city nearish. This bar is pretty brutal, but it is funny to see people review it.
Okay.
All right, this is first name, no last name. We're gonna call her Pearly.
You don't have to make up names for them.
I like
you
it.
Could just say,
I love making up names.
You can just say the reviewer.
No, Pearly. No, what they talk about themselves. When karaoke start, the drink went up $1.25. By the way, karaoke is spelled wrong twice. I don't know how you spelled it this wrong. Anyways.
That is a hard word.
Yeah. Well, it is. Fair enough.
It is a hard word.
It is. But okay, I get
Harder.
it. But it's also hard to spell it wrong twice in one word.
Maybe. Like autocorrect would step in, but.
Well, you think they took a risk and they failed. Anyway, when karaoke start, the drink went up $1.25. There was two ladies and myself. The host let 9 go before myself. Will not be coming back. Hope Bob speak with her. Friend sing first.
Hope Bob speak with her?
Yeah.
Like the
I don't know. I don't know any. Like I don't know this place that well, but I'm just saying that Bob better step his game up.
Yeah.
She's never coming back though. And the fact that when karaoke started, the beer went up $1.25. Wow.
Do you think that's true? Based on this place that you know about?
To be whether it's true or not, like, I'm glad that they told me. This is actually this review is great. Now I know that Bob. I need to talk to him because I'm gonna just go up to him. Friends sing first.
Yeah.
And then this is the second one at the bar. My friend accidentally broke a glass. And this is sad. This whole thing to me is sad because I'm the one that's gonna be laughing. No one else is.
Yeah.
Okay, my friend accidentally broke a glass. Somehow this meant we were to be served no longer, regardless of the fact that this was the second drink my friend was buying. Ridiculous. Now, welcome to the bar. Name was Dolly.
Well, maybe they could have just served them on a non-glass
Well,
beverage.
I feel like this story tells me a lot more, and there's more information that's being missed. Okay. First off, even if you're sober as a priest at a bar, you break a glass.
True.
You are on thin ice.
Yeah. True.
I don't think it's ridiculous, and I don't know if your friend was sober. And I'm sorry, Dolly. I just don't believe you. That was my two.
Your two. Yeah, people are. I agree with you though. Like if you're sober and you're breaking glasses.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is weird.
I generally don't break. Well, I have broken a chair accidentally.
I thought you were gonna say you don't break glasses or dishes at home, but that's a lot.
Yeah,
out, you don't.
Well, if I honestly though, I do break a lot of glasses. Maybe I should stop doing the dishes.
No, maybe you should just not be so forceful or clumsy or both or whatever it is. Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, so mine is for another place. Mine are all Toronto based.
Okay.
So mine is for like a barbecue place. The review is they know how to smoke meat. They know their food science. Congrats. But like, take me someplace interesting, will you? They don't respect the side dishes at all. And that's a major no-no in barbecue.
What's a barbecue side dish? Corn?
Okay, so
Okay.
The co-owner and the pitmaster says, "What does this even mean?" You're absolutely right. We don't respect our side dishes at all. During the whole day of prep, we're constantly calling the potatoes, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts pieces of shit. Shame on us. Oh man, too funny. I love when like owners are like just a sassy back. Like it makes me so happy.
Well, like what an interesting review. Like I get it being honestly, I would write a review like that in the sense I'm like step your side dish game up and so that totally speaks to me in a way, but in another way, it's just like I'm also not arsed enough to review something like that. Like I don't care enough to be like, hey, get better on your side dishes.
Well, it's kind of like what we were talking about, like yesterday or a couple of days ago about reviews, and you were more or less saying this, and I like agree. Where it's like if you're starting off a review on like a super positive note and being like the ambiance was great, the view was wonderful, and then you're giving a 1-star, like you gotta like meet somewhere in the middle, literally. Like you gotta maybe give a 3, but still be or 2, and still be like, you can be critical. So it's just really interesting that like this person's like, this plate, the meat is great, but like the side dishes suck, but you still give a 1-star. Like it just doesn't make sense to me.
There's a lot of star theory out there, and I never thought. I actually just thought of this now because I did one time have a roommate, and we talked about how. There's all kinds of 10 stars and 5 stars. He's like, it's only he always believed there's only 5 stars, and you have to be a certain way. And I just think no one thinks the same on that, and it's fine. But like to your point, I think if you're gonna give someone like it's kind of funny because it's like the compliment sandwich, right? Like if you're gonna start off with a compliment, don't give a 1-star. Just go all the way or the other way. I also find it on the other way when someone's just like, this is perfect, and then they give 4 stars. I'm always just like, okay.
So confusing.
It's like, well, it would have been more perfect if it was free. You know
You just kind of wonder where, like, people's, like, mindset is, but I will also say, like, a 5 5-star versus like a 10-star like rating scale. I prefer like the 10 version of it because then
Right.
it's easier for me to like in my brain be like, oh, if I give an 8, it's like an 80%.
Yeah.
Like, it's easier for me mathematically to be like, what am I actually like giving? Whereas I feel
I
like
do think it's easier, but I think the 5-star is more serious. Like you can't like, and when 5-star, it's stars, it's not half stars either.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I also don't think that people actually like thinks it's true. Once again, people are giving 1 stars, even though they start out with like, "Oh, this is an amazing place and it was beautiful," and it's like, well,
All of this makes sense to us, and I'm sure if anyone is listening, they're gonna tell us how we're wrong with our star system.
Yeah.
And then someone's gonna introduce the 33 star system and be like, "This has been perfect."
that's true.
It's for all the consolations.
Very true.
All right, so I shouldn't have started with the funniest one because I kind of got crappier as it goes here.
You're good.
This is I think it's some sort of event. And I read it and I was like kind of more confused. I had more questions, so it might not be that funny, but we'll see here. This is Carol. Got harassed in the massive, horribly managed beer lines by 2 separate, extremely drunk, middle-aged losers. Security was all hiding in the hallway, none the wiser. Went to the hallway to drink away from people and was told it was unlicensed. In brackets, I looked in it. It's not, and there was no signage. And I was promptly kicked out, sober, my beer confiscated. Danny DeVito looking security guard should have his massive ego checked before he gets sued.
Wow. That's
So-
a little judgy.
Yeah, it sounds like... by the way, so she gave 1 star,
Sounds
Carol.
like this person.
Well, I would assume she, like, the part that I believe is that someone harassed her in the line and she was probably pissed off about it.
But
But
do you
like,
think that was middle-aged men or women?
oh, her name's Carol. I think it was men.
Yeah.
But, and like, how many middle-aged loser women are? I guess they're around. But like, no guy would be like, that girl's a loser. Like in their 40s, like he would say much more colorful words.
Yeah. True.
I can think of actually some middle-aged loser girls, but I'm not gonna get into that.
We can talk about that offline.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, but like, where it kind of like goes like over the waterfall for me is that in my head she bought these drinks and she went to a completely different area that like no one drinks at and started drinking and is mad because she got kicked out. She probably like was like annoyed that someone gave her any crap, and it's just like, dude.
Like, she was trying to hide away, but in a way she inadvertently looks suspicious, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. She sounds like a weird drunk.
Well, it's always interesting how, like, people get mad at people, like, kind of, like, correcting them, even though they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
It's like you have alcohol.
Even though she's, like, not really doing anything, like, you know, outrageous,
yeah,
she's still not, like, she's not being loud and rude or whatever, or, like, causing a scene. It's just, like, but she's also like not where she's supposed to be. So.
Yeah, and I think like if I was drinking where I wasn't supposed to do it, and I was like, actually, there's no signage saying that I'm not supposed to drink here.
Sounds like her name should be Karen.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that they're all Karens to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Except the first Joey Loneliness, he was.
The poor Karens though. Okay? Like whenever like Karen started to come out as like, you know, you're being Karen.
Yeah.
I kind of felt bad. Not that I know a lot of Karens, but
I don't feel bad.
Okay.
I think it's a great thing to happen. I think you know, if someone calls you a Karen, you should really take a step back. But I will say people do overuse that word. That and crashing out recently.
Oh my gosh, I know it's everywhere.
Like,
even though my friend that came to visit didn't know what it was, and they like the people she worked with was using it, and she was like, "Yeah, totally," but she had no idea what they're talking about.
What was the word before crashing out? You would just like have like
a mentee.
What?
A mentee, mental breakdown.
Yeah, but like that sounds more serious.
Later.
I would think like more of like you're having like a little like not even a panic attack. Like you're being like a crybaby or something like that. Those lines, like you know what, like you're having an episode.
A moment.
Yeah, or a moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, like something like that. Because crashing out, like everyone uses it, and I just think like it kind of like minimizes the fact that like this person's acting like a little baby most times, and and then like the other terms, the ones you were like the panic attack or a mental breakdown, are way more serious for me. Like a crash out to me is just like someone like whining about something, and yeah, whatever the kids want to say, no cap, for real.
All right, I'm gonna read mine next. Mine is for some reason another barbecue place.
Wow.
So the Google review is, this place needs to get over themselves. If I spend $100 on a platter and want to eat off a plate, give me one of your paper plates. Don't tell me that it's not authentic and that I should eat off butcher paper.
Okay, by the way, I'm kind of with her. If I pay $100 and I want to eat
Or
something
him,
on
I
a
don't know
plate,
if it's a man or woman, but don't give me that look
I think we know.
that it's a woman.
Well, it could
I
be a
guess so.
guy.
It
I
could
guess
be.
so. But like, I think a guy would have just eaten off the ground.
Yeah.
But okay. But
Okay.
by the way, I agree with her. So
Okay.
this guy coming back
So
at
the
her,
pit master.
the pit master, the pit master.
Oh,
not
he
sound
goes
like,
hard.
okay, well, he's gonna sound like a pit bastard.
Yeah. The only person who needs to get over themselves is the one who can't seem to suffer the indignity of eating off a butcher paper plate at a Texas-style barbecue restaurant. Imagine the horror when he found out we don't provide silverware either.
Okay, did you what? Because it sounded like if I spend and want to eat off a plate, give me one of your paper plates. Oh, I get it. Okay, so they give them butcher paper.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood that.
Okay.
At the end of the day, these guys do barbecue, and like, don't get me wrong, I get it's serious in some states, but it's barbecue, and I don't know.
Well, this is in Toronto too.
Oh, okay. Well, but there's like 5 of these barbecue places that are nearby, and they all run in every city.
Yeah, but so are you saying though that like the restaurant should have just given to her what she was requesting? Like, should they just been like, okay, like this is not really the style, but yeah, sure, here's like.
Yeah, I would be
plates
like, hey,
and
here's a paper
forks.
plate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would have never responded to this person. I would have just
Fair
been like, okay, well, I'm over myself.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? It's like, what are we arguing about? Paper or paper plate? Like, they have the same word in their names.
Mm-hmm.
It's just whatever. But yeah, fair enough. A lot of barbecue ones.
I know.
All mine were bars, though, really.
Yeah. Are you done yours?
Yeah, I would say so. I had a couple more, but like, even the ones that I was like reading, like at the end, I was like, I just had one where, and it's hard, right? Because some of these, like, I'm like, I actually kind of see where they're coming from, like being like, oh, we were discriminated against. Those are the ones where I like was like, is this funny? I don't know 100%, so I'm not gonna say, but like, I will say if someone says they're discriminated against because local people got the seat, I'm like, I need more information because so I read one that was like that, but all I could read was I'm like, this person came to the place with no what do you do when you call ahead of time?
Like reservations?
They had no reservations for 7 people. And then they feel discriminated against because 9 people got a table that was, and I'm like, how do you know that they didn't call ahead? You don't know, and it's just like, and then when and I don't want to like get too much into it, but they use the word fatigue, and on my head I'm like, if you go to a restaurant and you're like, we were very fatigued, it's like, I'm sorry, man, unless you're saying it was a French one, you're saying fatigué, and if it's tired in French, I don't want to see that word in any review that's English. I just know how the person talks.
Yeah, so the next ones that I have that are pretty much the last 2 that I want to share are actually, funny enough, like sports ones. So I feel like I actually have to say this place's name because that's only like what makes it relevant.
Okay.
So I think that's fine.
Well, sports ones, yeah, we'll say what it is then, because I don't know what you're saying. A sports one, like my kid sucked at volleyball, 1 star.
No. Like, well, they're sports themed, but I'm saying that this specific review of a place is the name of the athlete. Anyways, this place is called Wayne Gretzky's.
Who's that?
And so the Google review is, I have never been, but I'm going to give it 1 star since I don't like that Wayne Gretzky didn't get a penalty for his high stick on Doug Gilmore. Which...
This is why we did it. This is why we did it. This is
why we did the reviews.
This review's fine. You'd have to be there in 1993, but this is.
That's exactly what they said, and they said which ended up costing the Leafs the Stanley Cup in 1993. I thought you'd like that one.
But someone responded.
One of the managers says, with the restaurant turning 25 this year, I'm not sure when this review actually was, to be honest, but she says, with the restaurant turning 25 this year, we are all for a bit of nostalgia. But come on, Leafs fans, isn't it time to let this one go?
No.
You're not even a Leafs fan.
I know, but like, honestly, that person is a millennial. They don't understand. They weren't around in 93. Telling you right now.
Well, we're millennials.
Well, sorry, what's the one after us then?
Gen X.
They're Gen X or whatever.
Yeah, or the younger crew.
I would need to very rarely do I side with the person that did the review, but I side with that person.
Well, not only with the review, but the review of like the Leafs. Like someone that's siding with.
And I'm actually really angry at the manager. Who was like, "Can you like move on with yourself?" No. I think if the manager's like, fair enough, we'll take this L. Mm-hmm. But I just want you to know it feels good when I've seen a real Stanley Cup. Like, if I was a manager, I would have just clapped right back.
Yeah.
I would have, like, pretended being like, hey, you know what's great is, like, drinking out of this Stanley Cup. Wish you Leaf fans would know that. Like, I would have said something like that.
Fair enough. Yeah. So I do have two more, but I think I'll just read, like, the last one. And it really is, like, there's no response to it, but I just feel like this is, like, something that you would say. As a review, it's a 1-star review, and it says, the kids playing baseball at this park were terrible.
Well,
and that's like the 1-star review of the park.
Okay, well now I have to read my review. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna have to like just
give you a second.
Just give me a second.
That's
so
okay.
First
I
off,
have one more, but
yeah, let me do the last one here, and it's not even really gonna be that funny, but you would have had to be there. Oh, I can't find it, I guess. Oh, no. Why doesn't it say my thing here? Okay, yeah, so this is for... we'll see. I didn't really, like, look at it. I don't think I say anything too incriminating here.
Oh, it's
okay,
a review for, like, by you?
Yeah, this is a review by me. What?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, too late now.
Yeah, I know.
This is for... a place I used to work out at. I enjoy it thoroughly, but there is a putz who plays basketball every week and cries when he loses. Buddy, you're like 20-something. There isn't any Raptor scouts in the gym. Save those tears for NBA 2K.
Yeah.
And that's great. That's
you. Did you rate this other review? Like, the kids are terrible at baseball?
Honestly, well, firstly, the Wayne Gretzky one, for sure, I would have wrote that. Yeah. The kids are terrible, 1 star, I would have wrote that. And this is one that I wrote that I feel like fits in both of those.
That's true.
I wouldn't say mine's funny at all, but like you know, I showed it to a couple of people. I got like a snicker. A snicker.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, I would say we can wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Well, obviously, at the end of every podcast, we state what we're thankful for.
Oh, I guess I start.
Well, you don't have to. I can start. But...
yeah, you start.
Okay. Well, yeah, just with kind of what we talked about at the top of the podcast with like my friend visiting, and I mean, as always, you are a very gracious co-host and pretty much like do everything for my friend and I while we're just like catching up. You are very generous and come and, you know, top up our, basically you're like our server.
Yeah.
You like come top up our drinks, you serve us, you cook us food and like the appetizers and come serve us the food, and you did all the cleaning up afterwards, like the dishes, and washed all the sheets on the bed after she left, and even taking care of the bill at the bar. So I really appreciate it. I know that my friend also appreciated it, so thank you.
Well, as long as you give me 5 stars and not like 4, I'm pretty happy.
No, definitely 5-star weekend.
Oh my god, I just lost it. I just lost it. Thanks for... Oh, actually, yeah. So, and yeah, like, I don't know if it needs to be said, but it should be said. It's like, I appreciated that you came. It felt like you came to karaoke like a little earlier than you could have, because like I knew you were at a party, and it just made it like so much better that you guys showed up and watched me do karaoke badly, and just really appreciate that, because you know, It sucks to do karaoke when you don't have any fans.
You want a couple like people fangirling?
Yeah, like just just a golf clap, and that's good for me. But I really appreciate it, and it needs to be said. It doesn't need to be said, but I wanted to say it anyways.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, and I'll also maybe kind of add to that a little bit, not from a thank you perspective, but just more commentary. But I'll like love that you like to just like get up and sing, and you just have no like shyness or whatever the word is like. So I really love that about you, and
I just want to have fun. I want people to have fun, and
yeah,
even though Bob has to realize that friends sing first, I can wait. I can wait. I can wait.
You can wait your turn for sure. You can be patient, maybe not all the time, but I guess in the karaoke line.
Yeah, I'm in no rush.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see you all next week.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
okay, and thank you for listening. Yeah, thanks.
Good night.
Bye.